Welcome to FXStreet. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we're producing, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and join us. You can follow Akash on Twitter at Mangeko and myself at JustAnalysis1. Taking a look here at Dogecoin. So if you remember last week, mentioned, and I think on Tuesday, that, Doge had this really strong, greater than 50% move from last Tuesday's open to last Friday's high. All it's really doing, this is kind of this is really just like a technical analysis 101, not even a technical analysis 101. This is like out of your baby's first book on technical analysis. It's a falling wedge pattern. And then it had a big spike up. And what are we doing? We're testing the breakout for the first time since it did it back really last Thursday. So almost a week later, we're finally seeing it test that falling wedge trend line. I love the setup here for a few reasons. Primarily how quickly it has hit this level, how steep the drop has been, how extended and excessive it is. It's very, very much overdone in the short run. It's also hit for people who really love, like these kinds of head and shoulder patterns. You have that structure now in place for an inverse head and shoulders setup. That same setup is currently in the composite index. It can be a lot sloppier in the oscillators, or it can be a lot sloppier in an unbounded oscillator. If it looked like this, this would not be an appropriate Three Rivers trough setup in the RSI, but it's fine in the in an unbounded oscillator. Anyways, it looks really, really nice here for a long, especially if it gets back up to 17. That's what I'm looking at. This current column of O's has matched the low from prior. This is a typical pole reversal setup. So anyways, I have a buy stop at 17, a stop down at 15, and a target up at 31.5 cents. That's the vertical profit target method being used there. Downside risks, yeah, I see it, but it's again, when you look at the volume profile, zoomed out quite a bit. Any time spent below 16 cents is like gambling with any type of major flash crash to that 9 to 8 cent range, which it's, Dogecoin has kind of stubbornly rejected that move. Not saying it can't still happen, but that's just a move that it hasn't done yet, even though it's had ample opportunity to. So, but based on what we see here on the daily chart and the retest of this falling wedge, and a really nice bullish reversal candlestick developing on the daily after 7 consecutive days lower. Yeah, Doge looks bullish. This is probably the most bullish I've ever sounded about Doge in my life, and I can't believe it's brought me to do that, but it looks really good for a long. I can't deny it. Yeah, that's what I see. I'll pass it off to you, Akash.
Thank you, John. So Doge is currently retesting this daily demand zone here, ranging from 1.34 to 1.52, and it's flipped this weekly support into a resistance level. But the upside that I see here to this demand zone here and the slight optimistic scenario outlook that I have on the market right now, I believe we're going to see at least a 25% or 26% upswing here to this 0.194 weekly resistance level. That is if I'm being conservative, but if in an extremely bullish case, I could see it go all the way above 0.215 and collect liquid resting here. As for the downside scenario, it's capped at 1.128. And like we mentioned in a lot of other videos, if you do get a daily close below 0.128, there's a good chance it could go all the way down to 0.08, 0.09. That's about it. And even beyond this, right, although I don't see it happening, 0.215, there is a 3-day demand zone here, a massive demand zone extending from 0.294 to 0.447. So I'm going to play it a little conservative from Doge. 26% upswing is what I'm expecting for Doge going forward. And that's my take on Doge.
Right. Well, thank you, Akash, and thank you everybody else for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.